Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today you see we've got Justin's good old High Country 6.2 up in the shop. It's actually here for an oil change. Nothing too drastic with this today, but what I want to talk to you guys about, and Austin's out here working on it now, we are on pretty much day one of prepping skid for Cleetus cars. And today's job is, these fans have served us well. Very well for street racing and everything we've done with it throughout the year. They move plenty of air, but nothing moves more air than the OG fans that were in the Cateye. And these are sitting right here. So we were discussing, making sure going over our P's and Q's on everything being squared away to do a burnout, and we started talking about cooling. Skidmore does have the big 34-inch core radiator and those two electric fans, but is it enough for the truck to sit still and do a burnout? You got to think it's relying solely on the fans to move air across that radiator. So what we've done is, the fans are not back in the Cateye yet. So what we were doing is we have taken an extra harness for the fans, and spliced it open and got our power and ground for each fan. And we're gonna hook them into the existing electric fan harnesses in skid mark on those fans to power them. Now, I'm also gonna show you here.
Are a little bit more juicier.
Yep. Obviously it just sucks something up. Well, I think they get the point.
Yeah, hang on. No, that wasn't even full capacity.
Dude, these things rip. Like that. I'm gonna hold it. It might actually like start falling over.
All right.
Good Lord.
Another bag.
Another bag.
So yeah, y'all get the gist of it.
It'll suck up.
Gosh. All right.
So we're gonna use those fans just because of the sheer CFMs they move. If I'm not mistaken, both of them full tilt are like 10,000 CFMs.
I thought it was 15.
It's a lot. I mean,
it's more than 10. It's like 12 or 13.
Yeah, if they're on full tilt like that, and that's a dead battery too.
Yeah.
They will rip some air. So that is going to be our step one for preparing skid mark for Cleetus and cars. Now, if you guys see, we did get the hood back on. We just did that. We had Justin's help. It takes 3 people to get the hood line back up on this thing. So we are not going to run this hood for Cleetus and cars. I want to run no hood. It just is a little bit cooler for, engine cooling, plus it's just cooler to see it without the hood. And also, if we do have some type of nitrous backfire, and we shoot the intake off, I want everybody to see that, because that is all incredibly entertaining, and want everybody to have the full experience and have a full show. So we are going to pull these fans out and put those fans in and see where we're at, and then I'm going to start hunting down some hose clamps, and I've got to double clamp anything that's not already double clamped. I don't think any of it's double clamped yet. So I need to go through all the coolant hoses and make sure they are double clamped so they can't blow off. And once I do that, we may look into putting some different deal on the exhaust. But we'll see where we get tonight. Alright guys, so just like in the Cateye, you just bolt right in. GM has the bolt holes already in there for it. A little bit tighter now when you get that in there than the other fans were, but all is good in the world. So Austin's got one hooked up, and then he'll get the other one hooked up here in just a minute, and it's going to be controlled through the same switches that the other ones were on. I've got the dash off right now, but we've got the row of 4 switches. Fan 1 and 2 are the first 2 switches. Nitrous arm is your 3rd switch. Bottle heater for the nitrous is the 4th switch, and that's what controls everything we need to do a burnout. So once he gets that done, I'm gonna throw that dash back in, and while he's finishing up the second one, I'll show you guys how it works. Alrighty guys, so Austin has got the fans all hooked up in here, nice and neatly run. I want to show him the switch before you turn it on. So they just bolt right up in here flush, because they are the GM fans, and I have no clue why GM insisted on doing a clutch fan on these older generation trucks when they actually had the mounting holes for the electric fans. But when you come in here, let me get my phone light so you guys can see what's going on. So what you do is, if you want to turn on fan number 1, you flip your first switch. You can probably hear it up there. You want your second fan for like the burnout, turn on fan number 2, and that's what gets both of them things a rolling up there. So let me just show you guys how much air movement these things really got. I think Austin pulled out some dollar bills to show you guys. Sucks it right in.
You just literally just like
suck it right in. Yeah, they move some air.
these will definitely help with which we really didn't have any cooling problems. Me and him used to drive it 98 degrees.
Yeah, I mean,
Go get groceries, and I think we only had one coolant problem, and that was when we went to Kroger, and it like overheated, but it was just low on water.
yeah, it was just low on coolant.
Those old fans, they're really good, but these are a lot better.
Yeah, like I said, for what we were doing at the time, the old fans were fine, but for a standing burnout, these are definitely the move, because the more air you can get through here, like the vehicle is driving through the air, the better.
And I got my radiator hood.
I know, now we can actually properly clamp
Just
it down
one
there.
fan was holding this clump of towels to the
Oh,
grill.
well, when the hood is down, it'll do it, because it'll actually channel the air through the grill.
Just one fan was holding this.
So I mean, they hold down. I mean, they pull a ton of air. So
Just gotta tuck all the relays, and that should be it.
double clamp. Though.
Oh yeah, we gotta get. We don't have big enough hose clamps.
I thought we had some more. Yeah.
I had to fab up
We'll
one.
have to look. We'll have to look. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, after Justin's done with the jack, I'm actually gonna jack this thing up and show you guys the exhaust underneath, how it's run right now, and then our plan for the exhaust for Cleetus and cars. Alrighty, boys. So let me show you guys what's going on with old Skid's exhaust here. So back during the regular season here, it used to run back and have a whole kit and caboodle with mufflers. Yes, it actually had mufflers on it, as you can see.
Should still be there.
Yeah, they're still here, which we actually just might as well go ahead and pull it off, because we're not going to use it. So we might as well go ahead and pull it off, because we're not going to end up using it. But what I want to show you is this one right here is our driver's side, and it's already crossed over pretty good. So what we're going to try to do, that one, hopefully we can put that straight piece of pipe on and get it out past over here where you can actually see the pipe, and that way, if it shoots some flames or whatever, everybody can see it. Now the passenger side will be a little bit more work. It is right there at the transmission cross member. Let's see if I get a little bit of light so you guys can see it. And you got the good old 4L80 up in here, son. But yeah, we've got to figure out some way to get this thing down and out. Definitely maybe a 90 down, and then maybe we can get another 90 to angle it out, and then put a little bit of straight on it, is what I'm thinking, and then get it the rest of the way out where the door is so you guys can see it. But we're going to figure out something one way or another. I just had to look at it tonight to see what we needed, and I'll have to get some pipe and get it all mocked up for the event. So I think that is going to do it for tonight's video. Just a little short one for you. We're not working too hard. We've worked so hard on getting the motor back in and everything like that, that we're enjoying not pushing, but so hard to get skid mark ready. We have time. It is the day this video was filmed. It is Monday, the week before we leave. So we still have got 10 days until we leave, because we're leaving that Thursday. So it's getting close. I mean, I'm not saying that we've got all the time in the world, but I feel good about where we're at. We're not going to be pushing skid mark. We're not going to be driving skid mark. We are going to do one test for our brake theory for our burnout. So stay tuned. Maybe that'll be in the next video, and I'll go into depth on how we're going to do that. But that is going to be it. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, if you're not already, go follow me over on Instagram at Austin04_Z71. Take care. Have a great day.